And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Brent McHugh gave a donation, and right when he did that, like I think after I closed it out, a donation popped up. So I wanted to say thank you to Brent and acknowledge that. I'd like to acknowledge everybody that just pays whatever they can afford or whatever value they feel the channel is. I want to acknowledge every single person and make sure I do that. Here we are on the members only channel. We got XRP Preacher dropping some cash here. Okay, so let's show you what we got. Now I'm only drinking because my jaw tooth hurts. Okay, this is medicine for Crypto Hulk. Here's the medicine. Hennessy. Okay, taste test. You know what? It's good stuff. Good quality taste. Tupac wood. Hennessy is the bomb. I've never really got it before. I just thought everybody hyped it up and shit. I like to kind of get things that people don't have. I kind of like doing that. I think that works. I don't know this thing. My first members only live. Feeling proud to be part of it. Darren White, welcome to the channel. Sack Riffs comes back again. Sack Riffs comes back out of retirement. Hey, Hulk, is Algo still a good one for the future payments? Yes. Algorand. Good, solid quality crypto. I would get it. I'm just talking about me personally. My name is Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, not a lawyer, nothing. Straight up liar. I'm a total liar. Everything on the channel is a liar. I even hate Hennessy. Oh, god awful stuff. Don't buy it. Always do what's legal in your country. Now being serious, don't break laws and shit. I'm not ever trying to help teach you how to break a law. I would never infer that I'm going to break a law because this show is recorded and law enforcement can be using it against me. So I don't do anything wrong. Plus, I'm a liar. So if I say I'm not going to follow a law, I'm lying. That's why I gave you the disclaimer. I'll just tell law enforcement, hey, remember what I said in the beginning? Everything on this show is a lie. I just want to let everybody know. So when I say I'm going to avoid this or that, refer back to the disclaimer, dumbass. So that's why I have a disclaimer, just to make sure everybody knows there's nothing truthful on this program at all. Okay. Man, that's good. Julie Renee says, howdy. Crypto She-Hulk is back in. Liar, 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 liar. Pants on fire. Oh, I think I forgot to go over. Let me see what we got here. About the Russians. I totally left that last page out. Oh, snap. I've been having this bad pain, and I got all discombobulated. I'm going to skim through it really quick. Give me a second. Centralized network of exchange and storage. The master, so Russia has their master chain. That's what they call it. It's a platform. So Russia designed. I'm just finishing up the Russia. It was 5 pages of notes. This is page 5 here. I did 1, 2, the first show, 3, 4, the second show. This is page 5 right now. So we talked about master chain platform. They designed it after watching and studying all the stuff that Ripple and XDC and all that stuff was going on doing. Master Chain platform is a Russian network designed to transfer digital assets. Okay. Oh, yeah. Transferring digital assets. Doesn't mean it's converting them. It's not like a digital exchange yet. We don't know this, but I'm going to tell you what, they don't have a digital exchange. You can transfer assets, sure. Like if they got rubles, who wants rubles? Everybody raise their hand if they want rubles. I'm not taking that shit. So you can't play ball with Russia unless you send them rubles and they send you them back. So that's not going to work globally, kids. It says it uses the same source code to develop decentralized Ethereum services. Okay, well, we know it's garbage now. Hey, Russia, Master Chain is fucked up. If you guys, hey, Russia, if you guys are using Ethereum, you are so fucked up. Just want to let you know. um, so the blockchain in Russia worked on home mortgages and home building. So what the Russians were able to do is tokenize mortgages to make it faster to buy homes and eliminate all the middle people's jobs. Okay, that's what crypto's going to do. I'm telling you what, when I say most of the country is going to be poor, they will. Listen to this. Crypto will eliminate millions of jobs. Do you got it? That's how this goes. So the home mortgage, it's going to reduce the cost and time. They are securitizing mortgages. They invented a cloud. Okay, a cloud based for distributed storage of electronic mortgages. Smart contracts were utilized. Since 2019, the Russians have been doing this. So for 3 years now, they've been tokenizing home mortgages, just to let you know. The Russians are now able to buy a house within minutes, not days, and weeks, and months like the rest of the world. The Russians can now do this in minutes. They're also using a digital identity concept. Exchange data on legal entries. So in the law of Russia, they're using blockchain now. Talks about exchange credit histories, know your customer, anti-money laundering. Home building and mortgages will use smart contracts. And I put in here, I wonder if they're using Codius. So that is going to be a wrap on Russia. Oh my God, my mouth is killing me. So what I think happened was this. This is Bento Box. Bento Box. You get it on Amazon. It's around $18 and you get 12 ounces, or maybe it's 16 bucks. And the stuff is good. Okay. It's like I can't stop eating it once I start eating it. It's got soy sauce, seasoned peanuts, wasabi, coated black beans, green peas, miso seasoned wontons, katsu, ginger, a lot of Asian stuff, all right? And a lot of stuff's crunchy. So one day when I couldn't stop eating it, I think I hurt my jaw. That's what this pain is, the muscle, because it runs up into my head and down to about here. Because the dentist was tapping on the teeth and shit and doing all these things and poking the gums, and none of that shit was hurting. But I told him when I put ice on here, then the pain goes away for like an hour. Then it comes back. So he's all, you're not putting ice on the inside of your mouth? I'm like, no, it's going. I said, I put ice here and then along right here. And then once it gets really cold, all the pain goes away. So he's like, oh. So what you did is you strained one of your jaw muscles. And he's like, do you have any idea how that could have happened? I'm like, no. They want to say, yeah, Bento Box. Okay. Let's see what news article. Let's get into Powell. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Let me check some comments really quick, and then I'll get into this one. Don't care, but I'll make it first. Crypto Hulk party. Speaking of Russia, anyone notice the excessive amounts of super yachts? Yeah, exploding, catching on fire, sinking. That's kind of strange. I was told tea tree directly on the root. Yeah, modern medias, but it's a muscle in my. The doctor said that the muscle or the tendon shit goes from like down here and then goes up into like the brain part way. That's what it's not like a tooth thing because he was banging around with this thing inside my mouth. It didn't hurt. And he started poking outside of it. I'm like, ah, shit. Yeah, I think right about there. So he's like, yeah, you strained it when you're either sleeping or when you're lifting weights. Maybe you grunted your teeth too hard. I'm thinking, oh, fuck, it's that bento box. I was eating that shit for like an hour straight. You know, how hard. Some of that shit's like really crunchy. So I'm like, just going at it. Like, if your muscle's not used to something and you just work it really hard, I strained, what do you call it, a muscle. Yeah, I don't know the name of the jaw muscle, but I kind of messed up. But I'm telling you, get that bento box shit. It's good. All right, now TMJ. It's probably, yeah, that. Um, but I just couldn't stop eating that stuff. I'm telling you, it's addictive. I went through like 2 bags in a week, and I said, "Fuck, I gotta stop." That shit's expensive too. It's like $16 a bag or something. I bought 1 bag, finished it in 2 days. That's when I hurt my fucking mouth. Like the next day, it was like, ah. And then it got a little more sore the next day, and then by yesterday, I was like, oh, geez. So yeah, you're not supposed to eat that bento box that much so quick. So all right, now let's get into Jerome Powell. See what he's up to. Okay, so here we go again. These people are playing the role. Ninth grade drama class. Okay, final project before summer vacation. All these people, crypto bad for years, for years. These stupid assholes have been saying this. Now all of a sudden, all around the world, all of a sudden, okay, all these people are coming out of the closet. No, not that they're gay. They're coming out of the closet about crypto bad, crypto bad, crypto bad. Now Jerome Powell, you know what he says? We need legislation on stable coins. Oh my God. So before all this shit's bad, stable coins are gonna, Jerome Powell's like, stable coins are gonna decentralize the American economy. We're all gonna die, right? Now all of a sudden, no, he changed his tune now. We need legislation. Oh, well, Jerome, when the fuck did this happen? Like, oh, you must have been talking to the Russians yesterday when they just completely flipped their opinion on crypto. Do you see what I'm trying to show here? I'm trying to show you guys that all these people are fucking fake, okay? And everything that we've been talking about in this show will come true and has been coming true all along these 2.5 years. I've been talking about all this shit and all of it's been coming true, like 99% of it, okay? Sacrifice, you don't have to send anything, don't have to apologize because ATM machine wasn't working. This is a thing where just whenever you can, it's cool. I make shows for people to learn to get super rich. So whatever, it's cool. Um, let's see what we got going on here. Federal Reserve Board Chair, he's like the president. Jerome Powell called for stablecoin legislation today in the morning in the United States. Powell's comments come after a push to release a draft stablecoin bill failed over this summer. So there was, because it was too early. It was too early for us to do this. So they got the phone call. Hi, this is Jerome Powell. Yeah. Oh, we're not going to have stablecoin rule this summer? Okay. Not cancel the stablecoin rules. Too early. We don't have permission yet. Okay. That's what's going on. Now, all of a sudden, Russia got the green light. Jerome Powell's getting the green. Now people are getting the green light. Okay. This is very clear to watch all this stuff go down. Here's what he says now. Good old Jerome. Stable coins should be appropriately regulated. Listen to this. Listen to this. Oh, shit. This is a double shit. Crypto should be regulated to play a role in the financial system. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, wait a second. Drub. Stop the music. Hold the press. 3 months ago, 6 months ago, for the past 3-4 years, Jerome Powell saying crypto and stablecoins are going to depeg the dollar and it's going to be a danger. It's going to be all bad. Jerome Powell's like, criminals use crypto. Now he's saying crypto is going to, listen, play a role in the financial system. Well, all of a sudden, shit. Oh my God, these people are so fucking liars, man. Here's what he says again. We need legislation. I've been saying this for 2.5 years, dickhead. He says this. There isn't a regulatory frame. Well, no shit, there's no regulatory framework, dude. Did you just realize this shit? I have been saying this for 2.5 years, Jerome. Oh, wait a second. Jerome, have you been watching my channel, Learning from Crypto Hulk? There isn't a regulatory framework. Oh, gee. The people on Crypto Hulk, we've all known this for 2.5 years, Jerome. Welcome to the party, buddy. Party pooper. He says, I think that's what's needed. Regulatory framework. He says, I think that's what's needed. Jerome, do you even think? Well, that's a rhetorical question, Jerome. You don't need to answer that one. Let's see. Powell made these comments during a live stream at a Cato Institute conference. Okay, means nothing to me. I mean, we are years ahead. I'm 2.5 years ahead. You guys, if you've been watching my channel, you are 2.5 years of this fucking clown called Jerome Powell, all right? Says here, but we think that something like stablecoins, which is purporting to be money, would need to be appropriately regulated. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Let's see. Okay. Washington lawmakers have been working behind closed doors, oh really, on a stablecoin bill for months. House Financial Services Committee Chairwoman Maxine Waters, she's a fucking clown too, and Republican Representative Patrick McHenry pushed to release stablecoin bill in July, but didn't work because it wasn't time yet. Everybody's got to do this at the same time. That's why we couldn't get a stablecoin bill passed in July, because they're stalling it. They're all stalling this for some reason. Okay, it's very clear to those people that watch this show. All these people are fucking fake. All right. I'm going to click out of that article and see if there's any questions here or comments. Charles Looney says, makes you sure you have enough cash. Yes, I don't keep anything in the bank except enough for each month's bills. That's it. Okay. Got that article done. Let me cross out some articles here. Got that one. We're having a little commercial break here. Franklin Templeton. Oh, damn. What do you hear this next article? Oh, geez. Okay. There's an investment company. See, look, they're all getting ready, everybody, while all the little scared poor people, all $2 trillion out of a $3 trillion market cap in crypto a year and a half ago, now it's down to less than 1 trillion because all the dumb sheep got out and sold. But let's see what the smart rich people are doing. That's what I've always talked about in this show. I don't care what kind of news is coming out. I'm showing you what the whales are doing. That's what we need to focus on, not what Jerome Powell, these fucking liars, 6 months ago, crypto's bad, now it's good. Jerome, what the fuck's wrong with you? How is it that on this show 2.5 years ago, I'm saying all this shit? I don't even have a law degree. I've got almost a master's in organizational leadership. I mean, I have nothing to do with economics, dude. How the fuck are you telling people 6 months ago, all this, and that, it's going to decentralize? You can't. Jerome, you're so fucking stupid. You're a liar, okay? This channel, people get truth from. Franklin Templeton, massive investment company. They prepare for institutional crypto investors. Whoa, they're getting prepared for the whales. Franklin Templeton is getting prepared for the whales to just buy a ton of crypto shit. Meanwhile, the poor dumb people are scared as fuck. Okay? That's what's happening. I'm just telling you the truth, all right? Franklin Templeton has $1.4 trillion in managed funds. And let's see what they're going to do here. Here we go. Franklin Templeton is offering a market cap weighted strategy that invests in the top 10 to 15 cryptocurrencies. So what they're doing right now, and they're finding the top 10. XRP is in that top 10. They're finding the top 10 or 15 cryptos. They're going to buy a bunch of that shit, put it in a fund, and allow people to invest in the fund. Now, they're not buying the crypto, they're buying the fund. That's why it's a security, okay? This is what I'm trying to show everybody with this Gary Gensler dumb shit. Like gold, okay? If you go to Chinatown or something, or J.C. Penney's or whatever, Nordstrom, and you buy a gold necklace, it's not a security. But if I buy 500 pounds of gold, and then go see a stockbroker guy and put it in a vault somewhere to protect it, and then sell shares of that gold, so as it goes up, people can like make money. Now that gold becomes a security. So this whole lawsuit thing, look, I'm explaining this so you understand it better. It depends on how XRP is sold. If that particular amount of it, so it's not all XRP. What Gary's trying to do, this is so fucking elementary. Like, this is so low IQ. Gary's trying to say, well, if some people buy XRP and think it's a security, well, then all of it is. And I'm like, well, Gary, if one human being identifies as a fucking cocker spaniel, it's 3 years old, does that mean all humans are fucking dogs? What kind of fucking logic is this? See what I'm saying? I took a logic course in college. I hate it. I only took like one or two, critical thinking, some other ones. Shit. Look, this shit isn't this hard. Gary, first off, you're not a fortune teller and you don't read minds, okay? So whatever the fucking motivation is for certain people to buy certain cryptos, Gary, you don't get to determine all of the, like, Gary's so fucking stupid. During this trial, they tried to have some guy come in as an expert witness and testify that even if one investor thinks that it's a security, then all of it's no. If you think if you're a human and you think you're a dog, that doesn't mean all humans think we're dogs. If you're a dumbass and you buy XRP thinking you're buying shares of Ripple, you fucked up and you're stupid. That's what that means. Okay? Because the SEC is trying to have this expert witness testify. Oh, if just one person thinks, no, it's not if one person. How the fuck can you judge 60,000 people suing the SEC based on a small group of idiots who have no idea investing in anything when they bought XRP? If they thought it was a security and they owned a share of Ripple, where's your fucking contract? Did you sign a contract? Oh, well, no, we didn't. Did anybody from Ripple contact you? Well, no, they didn't. Well, then you didn't buy a security, fucking tard boy. Okay, see, this is what I'm just not understanding. This all is just common sense shit. This court trial shouldn't even be here. So now what we got going, now this Templeton story is a real security. Now we go back to securities again after me explaining to you how the XRP shit is not a fucking security. Franklin Templeton is using digital assets, listen very carefully, which are cryptos, which individually are not securities. But if you buy a bunch of them, remember, it's how you sell them. Now, these particular cryptos, this particular fund is a security, okay? So they picked the top 15 cryptos, they put it in a fund. It doesn't mean all those 10 to 15 are securities. No, what it means is the amount of cryptos that Franklin Templeton bought and put those in the fund, that is considered a fund. So Bitcoin is going to be number one. Is Bitcoin a security? No. Ethereum will be their number 2 crypto. Does that mean Ethereum is a crypto? Is a security? No. XRP's in that number. Cardano's, they're all there. Does it mean all these are crypto? All these are securities, Crypto Hulk? No. What this means, somebody needs to tell Gary his job. Somebody needs to help Gary with his fucking job. The fund that Franklin Templeton has, that's a security. It has those 15 cryptos are not securities. It's the manner in which Franklin Templeton is selling those cryptos. Got it? Okay. So that's what they're doing. Franklin Templeton is set to offer cryptocurrency focused, separately managed accounts. Okay. To investment professionals. Notice they're not selling them to you and me. That's how all this goes down. In the end, they don't want us in. That's why you watch my show from day one of my show. I always are going to tell you hardware wallet. I don't have any hardware wallet sponsors. Other people on YT will say, "Oh, I've told people all the time." No, you've mentioned about different wallets, Ledger, because they're your sponsor. But you yourself, these jokers on YouTube, they admitted to having all their cryptos and shit on the exchanges. They actually admitted on their show. And then when Coinbase almost announced they were going to go bankrupt, then the people on YT that make these fake XRP programs, and they're like, "Oh, I just took off all my money off the exchange." I'm like, dude, you need to quit making yourself look stupid on YouTube by admitting you're a dumbass, you know? Meanwhile, every day, oh, get my code on the ledger, get my code, and tell them that I sent you. And then meanwhile, they're not even doing that shit. Their shit's on an exchange, man. Like, wow, see how fucking stupid these are. And I listen to the same people you do. Not as much, barely anymore, because it's just I can't. The move that Franklin Templeton is doing to buy 10 to 15 of the largest crypto is the latest example, listen to this, of traditional finance giants diving into digital assets despite the ongoing bear market. You see what's going on? These rich companies are getting ready for something big that you and me don't know about. Okay. We know something big is going to happen. We know how crypto is going to blow up and all the other sheep, all the sheep in the world. Oh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Da, da, da. These are the people who are going to get destroyed. I know people like this. Some people are actually kind of rich that invested in Bitcoin and sold it all off at 20,000. I'll tell you what, when this fun shit hits, maybe Bitcoin does hit $1,000. I mean, 100,000. I mean, eventually it's going to go away because it has no use case. But it's like Franklin Templeton is showing us what is going on, you guys. This multi-trillion-dollar company, 1.4 trillion, is showing you they're getting ready for all the whales to come in. The institutional investors are going to be running in that office, wanting to get in on that fund. Guess what? I don't need to get in on that fund because I got the real thing. You guys got the real thing. That's why I'm making these fucking programs. Because you'll have to have a net worth of probably 1 to 10 million to get in on this fund. And right now you can be poor. You get 500 XRP. $500 in XRP will bring you 1,500 of those. Now, multiply that by 10,000 bucks. You're going to have a lot of money. What is that, $1 million or something? You're going to have a lot, all right? Then those of you, I know people have put in $250,000 into XRP. They probably got like $1 million bucks worth of XRP right now, you know? So that's what's going on at Franklin Templeton. They're getting ready. They know something big is going to happen, okay? They admit there's a bear market right now. See what I'm saying? That's why I make this show, to keep you guys fully prepared. S19. Oh, yeah. Oh, we all remember. Dang, it's been a long time. Wow. S19 comes in with 111, 19. See, these people like know this stuff, man. Like, they'll come by, I think, to let you guys know you're on the right track. You know, thanks for that donation. Very generous one. 111, 19. God, I know it's something to do with code or something, or, you know, what I try to do, you guys, I have very limited knowledge. I don't know anything technical. Like this here, I can barely use most of the shit on it. It's like, but what I can do is look through world events, see commonalities and stuff, see trends before they happen, try to get you guys alerted to them so we can kind of make it through this, you know, because it's going to get like really bad and it's going to be beautiful for us. But you got to hang in there. So, welcome back again, S19. We got Heather shows. Thanks for your donation, Heather. Appreciate that greatly. This is what it is. Whatever you can afford, you know, it's great. I want to go. Let's see here. Ask Siri to repeat what you said. She's always listening. Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on a sec. Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
when is XRP gonna moon?
Okay. I found this on the web for when is XRP going to moon. Check it out.
Okay. There's different predictions here, but I'll have to look at those later. The first time frame shows 2022, 23, 24. I'll really ask Siri later, okay? And then I'll do a show on it. I mean, maybe Siri knows something. You never know. All right, where are we at? 34. Let me read one more article. We've got the SEC suggests openness to man. Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna read that one. Gary Gibbs. Okay, we'll do this one. Oh no 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 no! We're gonna do this one. Republican lawmakers. Here we go. Call for answers on digital dollar from the federal vice chair. So what we got going is we got a bunch of Republicans. I think like 19 of them. Okay, and they're trying to push Jerome Powell. Hey, Jerome Powell, since you don't like to answer questions about cryptos and shit, how about you answer this one? Because that's what he does. He'll be like, "Oh, we're going to look into this. We're going to do a study." Nobody wants to say a fucking thing. Okay. It says here, the House members asked for clarification on whether the Fed may be considering an intermediated model for a digital dollar. It says here, members of the House Services called for Federal Reserve Vice Chair Lael Brainerd. So these Republicans are asking this woman that works at the Federal Reserve, Lael Brainerd. I don't like that last name because it makes me think of like lasagna or somebody's fucking brains. It's disgusting. Lael Brainerd to clarify her position on a central bank digital currency ahead of Joe Biden's executive order. So what? Wait, no, there's 24 Republicans. In a Wednesday letter, this article is pretty cool. In a Wednesday letter addressed to Brainerd, 24 lawmakers, including ranking member Patrick Henry, he's a good one, requested that the Federal Reserve Vice Chairwoman Brainerd provide answers as to whether the central bank is looking to stop crypto or have a private sector innovative payment method. Listen to this, create a digital dollar. Like the 24 Republicans want to know what the fuck's going on with the digital dollar, who's going to make it, and how is all this going to be done. These Republicans are kind of pushing before the executive order comes out. I like this. They're forcing them. They're wanting them now, and especially when they mention, is there going to be a private Ripple or now a digital dollar? We could be talking Stellar, XDC, and Stellar, right? It says or other private sector innovative payment methods. This is a question that it's going to blow the lid off if and they won't do it. The Federal Reserve won't do it because it's going to set it off. They're asking the Republicans, 24 of them are asking, are you guys going to use like a private sector fintech company to pull this off like Ripple? And that's basically what they're asking. This question by the Federal Reserve or the answer is going to have to be guarded. They got to think about this one. You cannot, because if they say, oh, yeah, it's going to be a private sector company, bam, you know what? Everybody's going to run to crypto and start buying that shit, okay? That's what's going to happen. So you got the government trying to scare, Gary Gensler's trying to scare the hell out of everybody. You got a lot of the politicians, oh, crypto's bad, crypto's bad. Then you got the Republicans that are like, tell us the truth. And then, oh, it's going to be one of those, oh, shit, now we have to tell the truth. So I thought that was a pretty cool one. Hold on. So the House Republican members are asking, is this going to be an intermediated model? Kind of like, remember we went over the other day, I did a CBDC, probably a 2 or 3 day speech on that, right? So here's how it's going down. The CBDC can come directly to us. The government can issue us a digital wallet. That's one way. The second way, CBDCs are given to the banks. The banks then create wallets and give us our CBDCs. The third way, a fintech company like, let's say, XLM or XDC creates a stable coin, gives the Federal Reserve, which they're going to have an account. The Federal Reserve said they will have now accounts open and available for private companies to deposit only. So you might have an XDC. This is the third one. They called it the hybrid CBDC, where a fintech company would invent this, put a certain amount of money or value in a federally in the Federal Reserve to insure it, and then they would get a contract and permission and be audited every month by the government, and that third party could do this. So that's kind of what these Republicans, they're trying to push the Federal Reserve, say answer the damn question, okay? So that's what I see with that article. They're pushing it. They want to know. These government people are wanting to know. Like, we're getting near something very big, everybody. I can see it in these articles. And the Congress people are before they never asked no questions like this. Now you're getting Jerome Powell telling us today, I just read off, we need stablecoin regulations. Yesterday, William S. Barr, Ripple executive, who now works at the Federal Reserve, saying we need regulations. You got the IMF, which is the World Bank, saying we need regulations. Are you seeing a common theme here? Are you seeing what's going to happen very soon? And that is, we are going to get regulations, okay? With that, I'm going to end this program. I will see you all tomorrow with some great news also.